Hi everybody, welcome back to EDGEucating, keeping you on the cutting edge of education. I'm Carrie and I want to talk to you today about personalizing your communication at school. Right now with our pandemic, we have lots of restrictions on who can come into the building and the face-to-face interactions that we can have and the gatherings that we can have. And those restrictions are really dampening the communication that we have with all of our stakeholders. And so let's just jump in. So the first thing I'd like to talk to you about is communication with parents. I've done a previous video on ways to communicate with parents in a better way using YouTube videos and different communication apps like Remind and Class Dojo. But sometimes that communication is just broken down because we need more face-to-face interaction. I am the principal of an elementary school, and our school is kindergarten through 6th grade. And at the beginning of the year, we had some of our kindergarten parents who really needed that face-to-face interaction with us because they are trusting us with their kindergartner, their first time having a child in school. They don't understand the ways that we are accommodating to kindergartners. They needed to see the people who were taking care of their kid, and they needed to see us in a way that was on a personal basis. So the way that we made sure that we were truly communicating one-on-one with our parents, even though we couldn't have them in the building, was to teach our parents how to use our Google Classroom, Google Meet application in our Google Suite altogether. A lot of materials had to go home to the parents. They had to be able to ask questions and practice. But then once they understood how to get online and be able to have the face-to-face interactions with their teachers and with me as the administrator of their school, it really set their mind at ease. We started off having our meetings where I had the teacher in my office with me with a six foot distance between us, with the camera further away so that the parents could see us. But when we first started that, we had to have our masks on because we were in my office. And I felt that one of the greatest things that we did was go ahead and have the teacher in her classroom, me in my office, and the parent online all at the same time so that we could do it without a mask. You know, when you are talking to parents and when we are talking and trying to get the emotion across of how hard you're working with a child and your concerns, parents have to see your face. They have to understand and be able to read your body language, and you can't do that on the phone, and you can't do that with a mask on. It's very important to have the face-to-face interactions with your parents as much as you can, and our Google Suite is really a great asset to us, that we're able to have our Google Meet. And if you don't have those things, there are other video websites like Zoom, WebEx, and there's many others out there. But if you get yourself familiarized with those, the face-to-face conversations with parents just are a lot easier. Another important stakeholder in school is the teachers. You know, one thing that we have on a regular basis is a faculty meeting. And because my faculty is the size that it is, our state restricts the number of people that can gather in one place at a time. And so I was not able to have our regular faculty meeting in our library. I couldn't even have our faculty meeting in our auditorium with the number of people that we have on our faculty to be able to meet with everyone at once. And so another asset was these videos, this video chat capability that our Google Suite has. And so I would invite all of our faculty members to join a meeting at a specific time in the afternoon. They could meet in their own classrooms. We downloaded extensions to our Google Suite so that I could see everyone all at once on a grid pattern that could have up to 45 people pictured on the screen at once. I need to be able to see people's reactions. I am an administrator who finds input to be extremely important. And when I am having a faculty meeting, I am not giving directions. I am presenting issues and presenting ideas, and I am expecting feedback. But I cannot have feedback with a memo. I can't have feedback when I am just presenting information. I need to see everyone's face. I need to see their reactions, because the way that I think about things and my perspective very often is different than what the teachers have. And so the best form of communication that I can have is to see their face as I am presenting information to them. And for me to be able to have that face-to-face interaction with my faculty is extremely important. The other aspect of having a video faculty meeting is the fact that we have some teachers who are on quarantine. There are some teachers who are working from home right now. And so to have the ability for everyone to be together all at the same time on video where everyone can see everyone is extremely important. And I am glad that that was a resource that we had, because the stakeholders, especially teachers, really have to have the face-to-face communication for our communication to be smooth running in our building. The final stakeholder that I'd like to talk to you about are the students. Our final group of stakeholders, being our students, sometimes are overlooked when it comes to communication. Our students hear me on a regular basis on announcements in the morning, but they're also used to me communicating with them at least on a 9 weeks basis with things like pep rallies. One of the most important aspects of our building is our school culture and climate. And we have lots of different aspects of our culture and climate that deal with positive promotion of their behavior, their academics, and we have some interventions that they have set goals for. And my students know that I acknowledge all of the hard work that they're doing. And this year, we had our whole first 9 weeks going past us, and they were working hard, but I wasn't going to be able to have our regular pep rally. And so what I needed to do was to figure out a way, how can I have a pep rally that is still a video, that is still on a Google Meet, but it also involves all of our students. So I just want to share with you how I set up our pep rally for the first 9 weeks. So the pep rally was, in my mind, gonna just be the hardest thing ever, but it really wasn't. I visited every single classroom and just played one single game with one single student, but we videoed the whole event. Each classroom had an opportunity to play one of 3 games. I also included my teachers. Or the classroom was what I called our cheerleaders. So when I walked into a classroom, I either set up for a game, or I gave the students all kinds of signs and pom-poms and lays around their neck, and I just asked them to cheer on their classmates. And so I would video those things within the classroom, and then that took about 2 days to be able to get all of the games done and videoed. And then I put all of those videos together into an iMovie. iMovie is my favorite way to put my videos together into one singular video. And then on Pep Rally Day, I pulled up those videos, and what I did was I was talking on the Google Meet live, but then I would present the different games as they happened. This is the way a pep rally normally happens for us, that I talk about the different things that we'd like to acknowledge. Then we'd play a game to celebrate the people who earned that goal or met that goal, and then would introduce the next topic, celebrate the people who met that goal by playing a game. And so that's the way I presented it on video. It was so much fun. I could hear the kids in the building screaming and cheering on their teammates as they watched them on video compete in the game. And I think that at some points in time, I really think that our video pep rally went better than our in-person pep rally because everyone was able to see the action up close and personal. And my building was excited. They were all celebrating everyone's accomplishments, and this pep rally really was an awesome way to have that face-to-face communication with my students that I want to have on a regular basis, but was not able to have because of our restrictions with how we were having our groups. A video pep rally was really an awesome way to go. I hope that I really helped you today with understanding some ways to communicate with all the stakeholders that are part of your school. If you would like more videos from EDGEucating, please make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell so that you'll get more notifications as you hear from us. Hope everybody has a great school year.